afternoon, everyone. This is Shivangi Jaiswal. On behalf of Educate Consulting and MIM Cosmos, I welcome you all. Today, we are having Huma Sheikh with us. She is an experienced personality and language expert with a demonstrated history of working in training and education industry. She is also skilled in lifestyle coaching. She is also known for his personality development, soft skills, and business and English skills. She is not only a strong professional with MBA, but is also an authorized examiner and trainer for APTIS test. She has conducted various sessions in the top institutes like MIT, ADT, Pune, DY Patil, and many more. Her vision is to nurture a person mindset for their personal and professional endeavors and further working etiquette in the organization. We welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of Educate and MIM Cosmos. So
Thank you.
let's so we can start the workshop.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So everybody has heard about what Shivangi ma'am just said about me, but above everything, as you guys already know me, my name is Huma Sheikh, and moreover than that, you will know me whenever you want to find me anywhere. You will know me as Leapex Huma. On late February 29th, on the Leap Day, I created one brand called Leapex Huma, and so if you want to find me, you can find me as Leapex Huma. See, moreover, apart of all this thing that I have done, moreover, my aim is to make communication simpler, make a story of your failure simpler. I just want that everybody should feel good in their skin, and everybody should feel comfortable while speaking about their drawbacks, about their failures, and about their story. So I will be lying. Seriously, I will be lying if I'd say that, today I am going to teach you English, because nobody, trust me, nobody in this earth can teach you English in just 2 hours. So, what I am going to teach you today? I'm going to teach you today about how to communicate. Now, when you talk about how to communicate, it is very important to understand that communication is not a theory, right? Let's say if in case I am speaking in English and few of you guys might be not comfortable in English, तो मैं कितना भी बोल लूँ मेरा मैसेज आपको इफेक्टिव नहीं होगा. And because we are Indian and our first language is Hindi, I am going to use something called Hinglish, and which is very common. That does not mean that I would be hampering the language. It simply means anything that you don't understand, you can ask me later on, and do not hesitate if you do not understand something which I spoken in English. Right now, today what we are going to do? Today we are learning communication, right? So communication kya hai? First and first more question. What is communication? Everybody knows the theory of communication, the imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. That is, this is communication, a virtual communication happening over a video conference, or maybe on a text message, or a person you meet face to face. Everything is a communication. Even when you are not speaking, you are communicating, right? Let's say if somebody asks you something that, have you heard there is a workshop of communication at 3 o'clock? And you say, yes, I know. Interest. You just communicated interest in the topic. And if you say, oh, right, there is a workshop, lack of interest. So, communication is not only about the words. Communication is more than words. Communication is your body language. It's everything that you are sharing with the other party. So, why we need to learn about communication? We need to learn about communication is because we know how to speak. हम सबको हिंदी बोलने आती है, मराठी, गुजराती, whatever language we are speaking, जितनी लैंग्वेज हमें बोलने आती है, लैंग्वेज तो आती है, तो कम्युनिकेट करना क्यों नहीं आता? Why is it so that only 30 or 20% of the people around the world are able to make impact, whereas rest are okay, 50-50. Some are doing great, some are not doing great. Everybody knows language, but still everybody doesn't know how to communicate. Communication means आप जो भी बात बोल रहे हो उसका इम्पैक्ट होना चाहिए. अगर इम्पैक्ट नहीं हो रहा है यानी communication is facing some sort of problem in it, and that's why we need to learn communication. Today our agenda is to learn that how you can use your language, whether it is English, which I prefer that you should have your communication in English, whether it in English, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, whatever language you are using, use it impactfully with your language and with your body language as well. So as I said, think about it. Why half of the people are not able to communicate? Language barrier, feeling of inferiority, anglophobia, fear of English. मुझे इंग्लिश बोलने नहीं आती तो मैं परफॉर्म नहीं कर सकता. Fear of English, anglophobia. Low confidence, very common problem. Lack of self-esteem, thinking that I am not good enough, that is called lack of self-esteem. Stage fear. Now as we are currently shifted to virtual world, so a lot of people are not facing this problem. But if you remember in your school, in your college life, or maybe in your office, when you're giving presentation, you got that sweaty palms and you were fumbling a lot in the language and you were saying, uh, uh, everybody faces this situation. I in my life have faced this situation a lot when I used to go in the stage in front of everybody and I used to shiver a lot, but now I don't. So this is common problems that everybody has. There is nothing to be afraid about. There is nothing to hide about. As I said, you are talking to Lipex Huma, so I talk about failures. So there is nothing to hide. If you have low confidence, if you have self-judgment, if you have stage fear, or last but not the least, negative affirmations, keep on saying that मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है, or maybe I am not good enough. These are negative affirmations. These are very common problem in our lifestyle which we face, but the problem is all these things affects our career and conversation. Because let's say if you feel that you don't have confidence, so you are guiding your brain that yeah, you don't have confidence, cut to your interview, you don't have confidence. So nature works like that. If you tell the nature that I can't do it, nature will say yeah, she can't do it. So you always have to make sure. So this is what we are going to learn in today's session as well, that how you can change that, how you can change negative affirmation. Also not to play with the words for yourself कि मैं अपने आप को बोल रही हूँ कि मैं कर सकती हूँ, how to make impact on others, because we are going to, at the end of the day, you are going to have conversation, you are going to say hi, hello, how are you. So in that conversation, how to make an impact, that is also what I'm going to teach you. So this is what is written here. Communication is a tool that, regardless of fluency in ESL, ESL is English as second language, helps you to convey your message effectively, for which it's best to simplify your thoughts first. Now, why I was telling you about language barrier, Anglophobia? Because before we start the session, I want you to take 2 minutes and think, what are your fears? Is it language? Is it something that you know the language, you're master in English, you're maybe better than me in English, but it is something in your personality? Take a moment and realize, simplify your thoughts, that what are your problems that you need to develop, that you need to correct, right? So I'll just give you quick 5 seconds to think about it. Quickly think about top 3 fears, top 3 things that are stopping you to speak in front of people, to be confident. Even when you're alone, you should feel good about yourself. What are the things that are stopping you? So I'll quickly give you 5 seconds. Think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I hope you guys have thought about it, and here it's clear. Right now, before we go further in the presentation, now I will be starting with the topics. If you want to write something, because I will be talking about a lot of models, principle, steps. So anything that you feel you want to write, you can please take pen and copy, paper, whatever you want to write on. As well as if you're joining through cell phone. So yeah, I guess not I don't guess, but yeah, actually Shivangi ma'am is going to upload this on YouTube, so you can find us anytime. Or also, if you want, you can take a screenshot or make notes whenever you feel like, right? So let's start with the main topic. Before we start, a good thought: your life is reflection of your own thoughts. That means whatever we are going to learn today, if you feel that you lack somewhere, don't worry. If you feel you are better, you're good. Nothing else matters. So let's become students, let's learn something. So today we are going to discuss about 4 topics as earlier mentioned as well, and you guys already know about it. First is something which is related to English language, because I can see a lot of people here are already from English spoken classes, executives, doctors, principals. So English is something which is business language. Right now, I am using it, and you use it as well in your day to day life. So, we cannot ignore English actually. So, first thing is something related to language, that is intercultural communication, in which we are going to learn how you can communicate or negotiate with people domestically and also abroad. That means not only we are going to learn tips on how to communicate with the people in India, but also around the world, which is very necessary because you are virtual now. Everything is going online, so it is not you can say it is not till India. Your business is actually growing outside of the India as well. So we are going to learn that. Second, we are going to learn about self-talk and judgmental model, in which we will learn we think a lot. Every day we are thinking this. Right now I am thinking, right now you must be thinking, but what are we thinking? Is it really fruitful for my life? See, everything in life doesn't have to be fruitful, but yes, we should be aware about thoughts. We should think. In Hindi we have a saying, बोलने से पहले सोचो. So वो सोचने का कोई तो सिखाता ही नहीं है. Everybody teaches you to speak, be outspoken, be extrovert. First thing, here you need to work first, and later on you need to work here. So I'm going to teach you how you can talk to yourself, make yourself comfortable, and make yourself calm and peaceful, so that you can be motivated, right? And everything here is a model, so you are going to need some kind of paper pen while learning all this stuff. Next, we are going to learn about the 6-word rule. It's 6 words, 1 2 3 4 5 6. That is how you can sum up your whole life in just 6 words. In that topic, we are going to learn about how to speak less but effect more. That is, whenever you are giving presentation, how to open a presentation that everybody starts listening to you, and how to speak in a one-on-one conversation where people are stuck at you and they're listening to you carefully. So this is where words perform crucial role. I'm not talking about vocabulary, not at all. Vocabulary is just a method to improve your English language. I am talking about words, right? Vocabulary is difficult. It is important. But if you are using simple language, let's say you are not that much pro in English, whatever English you know, if you can use it effectively, it will create great opportunities in your working career. I myself don't prefer to speak in vocabulary. Rather, I speak in language which my students, which my learners, and which my trainees can understand, because I need to influence you. I need to make you learn something, right? So, vocabulary, I'm not talking about simple words. I will tell you at the end that what is that when we will come to that topic. Last but not the least, the iceberg model. Everybody has heard of that. If you have seen the meme about iceberg, that people see your success but they do not see your hard work, that model is called iceberg. And how it is effective in communication, I will tell you today at the end, that how you can create relationships with people, not only on personal level, interpersonal level, but also in professional level, so that you can understand how, as a team leader, as a leader, as a teacher, as a trainer, how you can affect people more, and how people can feel comfortable with you. You know, a lot of time you must have heard in the organization, people talk behind your back. You know, she is not a person that you should go to, she's not a people's person. लोग आपसे डरते हैं, आप में डरने जैसी कोई बात है ही नहीं, but still लोग आपसे डरते हैं. So in this iceberg model, I will tell you that how to remove that differences. Before we start anything, I don't want you to think, I don't want you to work on everything at once. Think about it. Today you are going to learn, let's say 4 days after, you are going to work on it. Create a timeline for each task. You cannot achieve everything at once, right? So let's say 4 days or 1 week, create a timeline for each task and then stick to it. Consistency is very important. Now that 30 minutes of our session is over, let's jump to the topic, which is our first topic, that is intercultural communication. Now, why English is really important here? When I talk about abroad, not India, when I talk about abroad, you are going to meet a lot of people. And whether you accept it or not, you are going to need help of English. So yes, if you feel somewhere down the line that English is important, you're absolutely correct. Because yes, it is important. It gives you that kick to start. Still, I have seen the people, let's say we have 3 levels in English spoken language. Technically, we have 3 levels. The third level people are already speaking English and they are pro, they are executives. Second level people who knows grammar, who can have a conversation, but is facing problem in public speaking. First level English spoken children's. Now these students are those people who doesn't know about grammar and maybe takes help of translation a lot while speaking. So whether you accept it or not, English is the biggest part of our life nowadays, right? And when you are communicating, whether you are communicating with abroad people or domestic, that is in India, you need some tricks. I am speaking in English. I hope that I am affecting you. But you should also be able to affect the third person you are going to meet today after this workshop, right? So negotiation means that you are telling something to the person. Let's say you are telling a person that, do you see this pen? This pen is of 100 rupees. And they should accept, they should agree with you, yeah, this pen is 100 rupees. Why? Because she is saying that this is of 100 rupees, right? So this is called negotiation. Now let's look at what is given in our PPT. You meet maximum 10 people in real and millions virtually. Do you think one style of communication is fine for them all? Now not everybody, even myself, when I read communication books, it is all what you can say, Ghisa Pita Gyan. It is all Ghisa Pita Gyan. The same definitions, same tricks and tips. But you meet million. There are more than 7 billion people around the world. How can you communicate with same style to everybody? India is a different kind of country. Abroad is a different kind of country. So from where, which location geographically person belongs to varies a lot when you are communicating with them. How to use your language is more important than how you speak in which language. Let's say if you think that you can speak brilliant English, phenomenal English, right? Let's say Shashi Tharoor. Now he speaks brilliant English with UK accent and with super vocabulary. But do I watch him? Not on a regular basis, right? Because I can't. This is something which is not relatable. But if I want to learn English, if I want to improve English, I'm going to see Shashi Tharoor, but not on a daily basis. On a daily basis, you can look at the speakers who speaks English on a very normal manner, something which can be understood by Indian public, by us, because we prefer simple language. So it doesn't matter that what kind of language you are using. What matters is how you are using it. So we are going to focus on how. And also the last point, to get a grip of which with a culture, it is not enough to master the language. Let's say that you belong from different parts of the country. We belong from India. So whatever things I'm going to tell you about India, you are going to definitely connect with it. Let's say if you talk about this, the first part that you see here, this is, let's say, European countries or US. This is called linear active. Their upbringing is different, their body language is different, their way of speaking is different. And that's why when you join some kind of organization where you might have to deal with US people, you might feel that they are very rude. They are not. That is their upbringing, that is their culture. Then the mid ones is multi-active, mix of reactive and linear active. As you can see, India comes under multi-active. Saudi Arabia also comes under multi-active. Multi-active is a country which you can take an example of India. Now we are simple people, we are simple people, and we like a lot of emotion, we like emotional approach. We get emotionally connected much more than technically. We are emotional people. Indians are emotional people. So multi-active. Then the last one is reactive. China, Korea, these are the country comes under reactive. They are very straightforward. They will only have what to what conversation. So whether you are in an organization where you are talking to people from out of the India, or whether you are talking to somebody in India, right now we do not have any international students, we are talking to the students who are of India. So when you're having conversation with an Indian person as well, you need to think about their mentality, whether you are Indian as well, but you think about the communication process. Why you think about the communication process? Because you want to make an impact. That is what makes you different from everybody. So let's, for an example, let's say in our today in our session we have a lot of people. Let's say we are going to take example of any three person. You can think it as of yourself. Let's say one person is linear active, somebody who belongs from USA, another person who belongs to India, and the third person who belongs to China. Linear active, multi-active, reactive. So to have a proper communication, what kind of behavior to make an impact, what kind of behavior you need to have while you're having conversation in English. For Indian audience, you can have conversation in any language which is preferable by your audience. Let's understand the behavior. Linear active, as I said, European countries, USA, they talk as much as they listen. Have fairly restrained body language. Don't do two things at once. They are not multitasker, and if they are speaking, if they are listening to you, they are going to talk that much as well. So they are not like yes sir, yes sir. If you are speaking and they are listening, they are going to revert back with the same amount of content. So this is what US people are kind of. They have kind of a strict body language. They are restrained, that maybe like I know more, or maybe I can do much better. So they have that kind of restraint. They are not that much open. They have that kind of restrained body language. So as a professional, let's say if you're writing an email, or maybe you're applying to a country abroad, or maybe you're giving an IELTS test, TOEFL test, or you're planning to go abroad, you're writing an email, or maybe you have a face-to-face conversation, or your virtual interview, what thing you need to do? This is something that you need to follow. Place value on the written words. They don't go by what you are speaking, they go by what you are writing. Let's first discuss reactive, and then we will come back to our India location. So cut to reactive. Now reactive people are completely different. As you can see here, US or European countries, they talk as much as they listen. Reactive speaks less but tries to speak first. So I'm going to speak less, but I'm going to make sure that I am speaking first. So this is what reactive country. Now these you can say these marks are based on an survey, based on an research, but it does not matter that if I say that they speak less but they want to speak first, it's correct. It's not correct. It is based on research, right? They have a very subtle and simple body language. So you might have seen as well that whenever you meet a Chinese person, they do this. Why do they do this? Because they're giving respect like we do in India. So they have a very subtle body language. They like to be in their own circle. So even when you go to any Chinese or Korean country or Japanese country, they will prefer to speak their own language, not English. They prefer their own language first. Courteous and indirect. They are not going to say that you have done the mistake in the project. they're going to find some other way of telling it. So they are sort of indirect. Whereas as a associate, if you create some kind of error in your project or in your mail, US people are going to say it upfrontly, right? Let's come to us, the people who love drama, who are always emotional, the multi-active people, mix of linear and reactive. We are loquacious and gesticulate. Now, what is loquacious and what is gesticulate? Loquacious means that we are talkative. I am one of the example of that. Loquacious people are talkative, and yes, Indians are talkative. Now, not only India, there are other countries also who come under this, as we saw in the previous slide. So, whenever you are dealing with a client who is from multi-active, so it is fine if you give them more detail. It's fine if you tell them more about the project, more about your product, because they will listen. Why? Because they are talkative. Gesticulate, they are very frowning kind of person, they are open person, they are not that much restrained in their body language. Emotional, juggle with facts. So we all know we are the people who belongs uh, a lot from, we have a great impact of Bollywood on us. So yeah, we are emotional people. That's why you can see in a lot of advertisements there is a emotional approach that they follow in the marketing advertisement campaigns. There is an emotional approach, because because we are emotional people, so it is not something that we feel I'm emotional, why? Because I'm Indian. No, it is done in the research. So if you have a product, right, if I'm talking to people who here want to create their own brands now, if you want to have a product, or maybe you're trying to convert a sale, or maybe you're trying to create audience for your brand, multi-active people like, or they prefer emotional approach. They want to see that what your product is serving emotionally, right? Last but not the least, do many things at a time. We do a lot of things at a time. We are doing this and we are doing that. We are cooking food, but we are also listening to music, and we are dancing, but also we are talking. Yes, we love to do a lot of things at a time. So Indian people, now including all the multi-active countries as well, all these people, if you give them multiple tasks at a time, right, so they will perform brilliant as compared to linear active or reactive. So let's say in your organization, now we talked about, before we started this topic, we talked about those three people, right? So let's say if there is somebody who is linear active, so you have to place value on the written words. You have to take care of your words that you are using. They are direct, so they do not like excessive words. You have to pass on the message in the concise manner, minimum words. Don't play around the bushes. बातें नहीं घुमाना है. Then reactive, when you're talking to somebody who belongs to that region of the world, then you have to place value on the face to face communication. You should be confident while talking to them, face to face conversation. They don't prefer much of written mail or chatting sort of things on a mail or LinkedIn. They prefer face to face conversation. Last but not the least, us, or the people who belong to multi-active region, we place value on the spoken words, right? So it does not matter if I'll tell you, if I'll wish you happy birthday over a text, it will not matter you. But if I call you tomorrow and wish you happy birthday, you are going to love it more than the text that I was about to send you, because we place value on the spoken words. And that is how you can segregate your audience, your students, or your associates, your executives, depending upon your working surrounding. So here we are done. If you have any question with this particular topic, so you can put the questions, or we will have one Q&A session at the end as well. So if you have any question, you can mark on your copies and you can ask me at the end. Self-talk and judgmental model, our second topic. Think that you are the best. Now, APJ Abdul Kalam once answered to this girl. She asked that how I should be successful, how can I be successful in the world? So he said, every morning go in front of the camera, go in front of the mirror and say, I am the best, I can do it. Now it works, it literally works. But when you are hit by a problem, when you are hit by a situation where you cannot feel motivated enough, maybe you lost a job, maybe somebody you lost in the family, or you lost something, or maybe you're just sad, you're just sad, you don't feel motivated enough. So what you need to do that? So there are two kind of self-talking methods. First is unself-conscious blabbing, like a children. When children listen something, or when you tell something to children, they start blabbing it. Something they are speaking, you're not understanding it. So that is unself-conscious blabbing. Now, how we grown-ups do that blabbing? Let's say I want to do a task. That is, I want to make sure that everybody today is learning this task, learning this PPT, and learning something from this workshop. I just spoke out what I want and what I was thinking, right? I want you guys to learn and I spoke it out. So this is blabbing. So this is very good for concentration. This is very good for impacting. You're speaking your thoughts out, right? So my father always used to say that if you want to get successful, tell your group that you want to achieve success. So they will remind you that there is a goal that you have in your ahead of you. So they remind you. So if you want to become, let's say, if you want to become a trainer, tell people that you want to become a trainer. If you want to become you want to get a promotion, then behave and radiate that confidence that you want to become promotion. Tell few employees around you that I am looking for promotion, right? Let's say, moreover, on a very normal basis, you just want to become a public speaker and you want to be more presentable, not only in front of people, also in front of camera. That time also you have to just start it out. You have to speak that I want to do this. So you are sending a message to your brain. That is a first method, which is called unself-conscious blabbing, that you are telling yourself to do something being unconscious, right? So this is a very good method to remind yourself that what you are, what you want to do. This is very easy. This is not that much complex. Now let's talk about the complex one. The second type, inner dialogue. We comment on our behavior like a sports commentator. However, distinction is made between positive and negative self-talk. Now let's imagine, just imagine a football ground. A lot of people are playing football, right? And commentator is giving his commentator on, he's commentating on the match that, he is kicking and he is running, there is a shot, whatever they are commentating. The footballer does not hears because he has his full focus on the ball, so he doesn't hear what commentator is saying. But the problem is, we as a human being on a daily basis, we hear what we are saying, right? So in the starting, I told you about low self-esteem, negative affirmatives. So whenever I am saying that I am not doing something good, my brain hears it, right? And we are not conscious about it. You go in front of the mirror and you look your face closely and you say, there is some kind of mark is here. That is something negative affirmation. Nobody is going to see from here, right? But still you feel that sort of problem. So we don't realize that in a daily basis, 100 or maybe 99, let's decrease the 1%, we might have some motivators here. So like, let's say 99% of the time we are talking to ourselves and we are not realizing what kind of talk is it. So it is not easy, it is not at all easy, but I will tell you simplest method that I also use to differentiate between a positive thought and a negative thought. And this is something you need to implicate in your life. Don't just learn here and then forget about it. No. You have to make sure that you are working on it, because then only I will feel that this workshop is, doing something. So everybody tells you about motivation, positivity. What is negativity? If everybody is telling me what is apple, and I should not eat, let's say, orange, then I'm never going to know what is orange. I'll eat it mistakenly, but I will never know it that it is orange, right? तो सब आपको समझाते हैं कि पॉजिटिव सोचो, लेकिन जब आप नेगेटिव सोचने लगते हो आपको पता ही नहीं होता ये नेगेटिव थॉट है, क्योंकि नेगेटिव थॉट के बारे में कोई एजुकेट नहीं करता. So today I will educate little bit you about negative self-talk. Now, what is negative self-talk? I hope you remember this guy sitting here. He is August Rodin. He is the thinker, right? He said that don't believe everything that you think. Negative self-talk can be divided into three parts, right? First is generalization. Second is rash conclusion. And the last one is self-blame. Vocabulary sounds difficult, but trust me, when I'll tell you this statement, you will feel very relative to this. So, in a general basis, you might have heard yourself saying this. I have already been left twice. People will always leave me. मुझे तो सब छोड़ के चले जाएंगे, क्योंकि मुझे 2 लोग छोड़ के चले गए, right? Rash conclusion. लोग मुझे कॉल ही नहीं करते, शायद वो मुझे पसंद ही नहीं करते, इसीलिए मुझे कॉल नहीं करते. Why people don't call me? I think they don't like me. Self blame. मुझे ये काम को अगर अलग तरीके से करती तो बेटर होता, या फिर कोई सिचुएशन हुई where you are wrong and you say मैं बहुत खराब इंसान हूँ, right? Now, until and unless the mistake is actually that much big, when you say all this stuff, when you say all these sentences to yourself, you are doing something called negative self-talk. Right now, as I said, it is difficult to remove, but I will give you solution to it. Positive self-talk, how to do that. So I'm not going to tell you to think about I am the best, I am the best. You should think about it, but if in your brain the thought comes I am not the best, stop there. If you think you are not the best, just stop yourself. First step, breaking through the above negative pattern. Break the pattern. Whenever you are saying something bad about yourself, stop. Take a pause, break the pattern, and say, if you say, I don't look good, maybe I'm getting very fat, I am getting so much weight, I'm putting so much weight, pause, take a pause. And then neutralize the thought, break the pattern. Step 2, don't convince yourself, rather free yourself. Now here the spelling of yourself is wrong, which I pardon. I'll correct it when I'll share it with you, so don't worry about it. Focus on the message. Don't convince yourself, rather free yourself. If you're continuously saying yourself, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, and then you get hit by a rock and then shattered, free yourself, live your life. It's fine if you're not the best. It's who judges that you're best or not. Free yourself, right? Whatever work you are doing, trust your process. Feel relaxed, free yourself. Don't convince yourself you are the best, you are the best. Don't torture yourself. Free yourself. Now, let's say our problem right now here is that I have put on so much weight. I have gained a lot of weight in lockdown, right? So now we can't just leave this thought because it is a health condition. So rather than thinking that I have put on the weight, you have to focus on what can I do to lose some weight. Small steps. Can I ignore sugar? Can I have healthy meal? Can I, fast few days? Can I do Surya Namaskar exercises? A lot of solutions, very easy and very quick. So you have to think about what you can do. Very easy, right? I cannot speak English. Pause. What can I do to speak in English? You go and you search through the videos, you buy a book, you attend workshops like this, or you connect with me to learn English. Let's say if you think about, as we have mentioned here, I'll never manage anything. So you have to think about what can I do in order to manage it, right? So every problem around the world, you cannot create vaccine of coronavirus. What can you do to prevent coronavirus? You can wear your mask, you can stay at home, you can work from home, you can wash your hands, you can put sanitizer. Positive, negative. That's why the people who are continuously cringing about this lockdown, you feel irritated. Why? Because they're not talking about solution. So start thinking about solution. Now, where English performs a role in this, right? Because in your organization, whenever you're talking to people, if you're cringing, right? If you're cringing, I'll be very direct. If you're cringing and you're continuously saying, this cannot happen, this is wrong, this is not going to happen, everything is wrong, people are not going to love you. So if you want to be loved, not loved, but at least, your teammates should feel that, yeah, this is the leader I want to become like, you have to start talking positive to yourself, because this is an energy that radiates around the world. Because when I am smiling, I'm just hoping that you guys are also smiling, right? So this is something which is corona, like coronavirus. This is, it passes on to other. So positivity is also like that, right? So you have to make sure you're breaking the pattern. I'll again focus on the solution. Whenever you are thinking about negative situation, break the pattern, think what you can do, right? If you have any question, please write it in your notebooks or in your paper and then ask me at the end. This is a quote, again, beautiful quote by Edmund Blagder. Talking to myself is the only way I can be sure of intelligent conversation. Why? Because only you can tell yourself that whether you are best or not, right? So if you feel that you're the best, trust me, you're the best. If you feel that you can do anything in the world, you can do anything in the world. So talking to yourself is very important, and it is the most intelligent conversation that you are going to have in your life. Let's jump to the next topic. Before that, if you have any question, again, write it down, or any important points that you feel that you're learning in this slides, please write it down. Third topic, the 6-word rule. Now, as compared to the self-talk part, this is, again, it is much more like interpersonal communication. First thing that we learned today, because it uses more English, it is much more technical, right? It is much more communicable, and it is something related to your organization or your work, your business, or your social existence, right? So it is not something related to philosophy, it is something completely technical. So I want you to put more focus in these slides, because it is going to affect you a lot. Now, when we talk about the 6-word rule, I have one quick homework to you guys. I don't. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Right. So I have one homework for you guys. Today, you want to. You need to, after this workshop ends or whenever you are free, just go to Apple's website. Just go to Apple's website, and I'll tell you what you need to do after this slide. The 6-word rule: sum up whole life in 6 words. Now, this is a particular model which was given by Eminghurst, and he said that we can sum up our whole life in just 6 words. No one believed that. So one day they were having some beers on a bar in New York, and he's a writer. So people asked him that, you are saying that you can sum up the whole life in 6 words, right? So tell us how. Just give us example of a novel. So he took a napkin, he wrote, a child, shoes, shoes bought, never wore. A child, shoes bought, never worn. So it is a very effective message, but everybody was able to understand it, right? So when he said that, people were shocked. And then later on, there was another researcher and scholar who started asking these questions to people. Can you define your life in 6 words? So one 9-year-old cancer patient said, one 9-year boy cancer patient said that lot of friends suffering from cancer. So though he is suffering from cancer, he has a lot of friends. That is his hope to survive. So there are several methods, there are several ways of summing up anything. Now, why this is important? A lot of time when you are speaking in English, in your English communication, whether you are level 3, level 2, level 1 student, so a lot of time we speak a lot, we use a lot of words which is not necessary. And that is where somewhere your message is directed towards something else. You never reach to your conclusion, you never reach to your lesson. So you always have to make sure that you are using words which needs to be used, and you are not using fillers. Also words, right? Let's say grammatically the word really and the word very. So really and very, you don't need to use them, right? So if you're saying let's say very tasty, so you can say scrumptious, right? We just saw very talkative, telinquish, right? So there are a lot of words through which you can improve your English. If you want to say very important, so you can say significant, right? So there are different kind of words through which you can short down your message. So what kind of people needs this model? Do you need it? You must be thinking, मुझे ज़रूरत है क्या इस 6 word model rule की? So if you are the person who does any kind of thing which I have mentioned here, ad campaign, digital marketing, resume headline, email subject, introduction open, interview introduction opener, every conversation and message, you need this rule. Now, if you look at the ad campaign that I have just submitted, that I've just posted here, this Livon Serum Beat the Monsoon Frizz. How many words is it? Livon Serum Beat the Monsoon Frizz. And once you will go through the websites of all the products, you will see everybody is trying to convey their message in 6 words, and you will be astonished, and then you will feel, yes, Huma was saying correct, because every company is using it. It is a method that is not only used by these companies but also used by Twitter. When Twitter introduced themselves, they had a rule of 140 character tweet, that you cannot tweet more than 140 character. Why? Because when a message is told in 6 words, it is more, you can say, effective as compared to a whole sentence. So what you need to do is, whenever you are speaking, you cannot par down everything in 6 words, right? Things which you can reduce. I'm only talking about the things that you can reduce, right? So something which is important, message that you want to convey, right? Like, what's the example? To solution, for your solution of these problems, I want you to connect with me, right? So after comma 6 and before comma 6, and you are done with the message. So if it is important, you should always keep 6 or maybe less than 6 if it is important, right? So yeah, let's talk about more here. Now, digital marketing, when you're putting any kind of digital campaign, ad campaign, make sure the heading is of 6 words. Whenever you are sending anybody any resume and you are trying to put a headline there, what kind of work you do, don't put everything. I have seen a lot of people putting everything. Don't put everything. Just make sure that you are putting which profile you are applying for and what you are. So the words that define you the most, right? So put that in 6 words. Email subject. A lot of people don't know what to put in the email subject. Now, email subject is something which you always follow in direct voice. Not in English, we have indirect and direct voice. It always goes in direct voice. That means you remove the fillers of, are, all these things, not are, but yeah, of, that is, which is. So you remove those things. So make sure your resume, your email headline can be actually less than 6 words. Even if it's like 3 or 4, that is fine. Introduction opener. What confidence you are projecting when you're introducing yourself matters a lot. That 6 word, those 6 words has to be very confident. Rest depends upon the question that you are going to being asked on. Let's just, introduction interviews are a very deep topic, so I cannot cover it here. So I'll just give you this advice, that whatever you are doing in a communication, if it is something, it's a message, try to convey it in 6 words. Try it, and I'll tell you, it is going to affect. So what you need to do now, here you can see I have posted iPhone SE ad campaign. Look at their tagline: lots to love, less to spend. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Even Apple, the biggest you can say market, like biggest market, Amazon, Apple, the biggest tycoon in the world, they are using it. That means it is proven. So what do you need to do on your level? What you need to do, so not to be limiting but stimulating, right? So speaking less does not mean that you're removing words. Speaking less means you are affecting through your words more as compared to using a lot of words, right? So lots to love, less to spend. It is stimulating. दैट मीन्स आपको पसंद इसमें बहुत कुछ आएगा पर आपको खर्चा बहुत कम करना पड़ेगा, राइट? वन ऑफ द कॉस्टली प्रोडक्ट इन द मार्केट, तो आपको खर्चा बहुत कम करना पड़ेगा. सो उन्होंने वर्ड्स नहीं रिमूव करे हैं, उन्होंने इफेक्टिव वर्ड्स का यूज किया है. सो योर फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज यू हैव टू यूज स्टिम्युलेटिंग वर्ड्स. स्टिम्युलेटिंग वर्ड्स मीन्स वर्ड्स जो दूसरी तरफ जाकर कुछ करे, कुछ स्टिम्युलेट करे, इंसान को प्रोत्साहित करे किसी काम को करने के लिए. Second is the logic of one character in tweet. So digital campaign on digital platform, your Instagram content, your Twitter, your tweet, your digital ad campaign. In YouTube, you put title of your video. So all this stuff has to be in 6 words. Or these 6 words does not have to be unrelated. It's not like beautiful, gorgeous, talented, intelligent. No. It can be your sentences, right? I'm talking about the sentences. You can definitely put commas in between. Now, this is an excellent writing tool. That means you cannot apply it everywhere. Your whole communication cannot happen in 6 words. So it is just a tool and you have to use it like a tool, right? So what kind of situation I'm talking about? Your interviews. You cannot finish your interview in 6 words, but you can make an impact in 6 words that you are starting your introduction with, right? Your digital media ad campaign for converting the sales, you give 6 words to your about your product. You tell these 6 words to your client, your customer, and they want to buy it, right? So you cannot, it is a marketing tool, it's a writing tool that you should use in English. Not every day, every idea can be pared down. As I said, you cannot reduce everything. If you want to say something which is lengthy, you have to speak it in a lengthy manner. So don't worry if your message can't be pared down. So it is fine if it is not pared down. So what kind of sentence I need to pare down? If it is important, keep it short. And I want you to focus that every sentence here I have used, I tried to make sure that I am using 6 words. You can see for yourself as well. So we are done with this topic as well. What we learned till now? We learned that if we are having communication with the people in India or outside of the India, we should always take care of their body language, their behavior, their geographical and psychological factors, because US people are open, Indian people are, loves drama, we love conversation, we are talkative, and whereas reactive people, that is the China and Japan, they are much more restrained, they are less spoken, they're less outspoken, and they prefer face-to-face conversation. Second, we learned about self-talk. So what is self-talk? There were 2 kinds of self-talk. First was blabber, that whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to do, you're speaking it, right? So if you're saying I'm not good, don't say that. Never say that I am not good enough. Never say I'm not the best. Always say I am best, right? So if you're saying I'm the best, stop it. Stop there and then say I am the best, right? That is blabbing. Second was the method that you're using in your mind, self-unconscious self-talk, which can be varied into 2 parts, negative and positive. What is negative? If you are looking at yourself, you're doing some work and you make a generalization that if I am doing this thing wrong, I will do everything wrong. Don't do it. If you are making a rash comment on yourself that I am not good, I'm worst, don't do it. The solution is stop yourself, right? You are going to feel negative thoughts, you cannot stop it. So but whenever it comes in your mind, stop yourself, think positive, right? And last, we learned that whatever English you speak, whatever knowledge of English you have, try to use it effectively. You do not need to go, do not need to waste your through your whole life behind English. English is very easy, I learned it on myself, right? So you have to just make sure you're using the words effectively. How we can use it? So if I am having conversation with somebody, or I'm writing an email, a message, an ad, I need to make sure that if I can keep it in 6 words, I should keep it in 6 words. So this is what we learned till now. If you have any question, again, write it down. Anything that you have learned, write it down. At the end, I will give answer of your all the questions. Now, when we talk about the last but not the least, the iceberg model, what happens below the surface? Before we talk about this topic, as I said in the starting, I want you to take a moment and think about yourself, that what do you do and what kind of fears you have. When you see a person who is performing brilliantly, when you see a person who speaks efficiently, we do not see the portion that is hiding, that is their struggle, their story. So if you are facing a struggle, that is going to be your success story, that is going to be part of your success story, right? So this is all the models that we have learned. These are not individual models, they all are connected to each other. How they are connected to each other? Before learning the last model, I'll just give you quickly how they are connected to each other. First, you have to always take care of your client, your audience, your students, whomsoever is your audience. That is, if you're teacher, audience is a student. If you're trainer, then trainees are your audience. If you are doctor, your patients. If you're marketer, your clients. Whatever you are, right? Your customer, you have to always identify what your customer is, who is your customer is. So these all methods are connected. Then your self thinking, your self talk should not hamper your language or your communication. Now, being a trainer myself, every student that I have met, they feel that because they can't speak in English, they are not confident enough, which is not at all true. English is something different, confidence is something different. So do not worry if you don't speak English that much enough. But yes, I motivate you, I really support you. If you want to go and learn English and you want to take up an English course, that is a brilliant idea to do so. Find a great trainer and attend the workshops, right? So jokes apart, but yes, if you want to work on your any kind of skills, that is very important. But if your self talk is negative, it is not going to do anything, because today you learn that I want to be positive, and tomorrow you're thinking everything in negative. I can't do this, I can't do that. So this is how it is connected. If you're a salesman, if the person belongs to India, you're going to follow the intercultural rule that we learned today. While you're performing the task, you think good about yourself. Be a positive commentator about your work. Think good. And then the last one that we learned, that in your communication, while telling people about your ideas, about your work, whether you're a performer, whether you're a marketer or YouTuber or a speaker, trainer, doctor, professor, principal, executive, team leader, anybody, right? Communication is equal for everyone. So make sure whatever your content is, you keep it, if it is important, in a 6 word, because that is a one method to affect everything. Apple is using it, our Indian as I showed you, Livon is using it, Apple is using it, so it is effective, trust me. Okay, now before we turn to this model, the iceberg model, what happens below the surface, I want you to constantly think with me as well. Now it's an activity time. I want you to constantly think about yourself as well. Now this model is helpful for the people who are team leaders, executive, teachers, trainers, parents, spouse, friend, or even in relationships. This method is really important, right? So now when I tell you that to think about, constantly think with me, is right now I want you to take a pause, think about a situation where somebody asked you something, anything, and like, how are you doing fine, how was your day, or what about how you're doing, like these kind of questions, a conversation opener. And I want you to think that what you replied, or what you always reply, 60 or let's say like 90% of the time, what you reply when somebody asks you, how are you doing? I hope you're thinking with me. So anybody asks us, how was the day? Yeah, it was fine. How are you? I am okay. How are you doing? I'm fine. Now, I'm not talking about philosophy here. I'm not going to give any kind of drama. See, mentally, if any stranger comes up to you and asks you that how are you doing, you will not say that I am suffering from XYZ and I am having problems in my life. No. You're always going to reply with a very subtle and a diplomatic answer, that is, yeah, I am doing good. I am fine. What about you? Right? Now, how is it important for you? Is it something that I need to implicate, or how is it going to help me in my English, or how is it going to help me in my relationship with my audience or my customers? So understand. Now here in this model, if you look at this model closely, if you know, let's say if you are a team leader in your organization, and there is a employee who has been part of your organization from last 10 years. 10 years the employee has given to this company. Now suddenly he's starting to lose interest in the company, he's starting to lose interest in the work, and suddenly his performance is way down, right? So now what you're, as a team leader, what you're going to do, you're going to call that person on an one-on-one session. This happens in every company, sales, HR, every company, it happens in every company. So you're going to have a one-to-one conversation. When you ask the person, so what is the problem that you're facing, and the person says, nothing, I am fine, right? What message do you receive? You are lacking connection with your team. As a leader, you need to work as a team leader. You are going to have 7 or 8 people around you. Your duty is to understand them, your duty is to evaluate them, observe them. It is very important. As a leader, it is very important. And if you are not observing your teammates, how they are doing, what they are doing, if I as a teacher, as a trainer, I don't know what are the weakness, pattern and strength of my student, then that is wrong, right? So as a leader, you always need to learn about this part, even for the people who are into sales, and even for the people who are into education, whomsoever is your audience, you need to learn about the iceberg. Iceberg means नीचे का portion, जो आपको ऊपर दिख रहा है, that is just the part. Iceberg is the नीचे का portion. So you have to always understand that. If you are always getting blunt replies of your questions, that means you're lacking that connection with your team. There is a gap, there is a communication barrier in your day-to-day conversation. And what we are learning here today, ideas for better communication. So if you're not evaluating that, that is where we are lacking in our communication, right? So how can I understand that when the person is, is being very blunt and giving plain replies, and when the person is really interested to have a talk with me? Now I also said about relationships, right? So factualists, I'll tell you at the end, but first let's understand this part. This part is called factual. Here I have mentioned factual level. So the part which is above the river, above the sea, above the ocean, that is factual level. You can select your words. These are the strength of factual level. Let's say you are going for an interview. Now in an interview, you're not going to have a detailed detailed personal chat. You're not going to talk about your bad experience. You're not going to talk about personal experiences. You're going to keep it practical. You're going to keep it very professional, right? So factual level is something that you should have when you are giving interviews. Also, when you are taking interviews, you can shift toward interpersonal level. Okay, so what you can do as a factual level, let's say there is somebody whom you do not wish to connect personally, you just want to make a friendly relation. Let's say your boss, so you're applying for promotion, so you want to make an impact. You can select your words. This is what you get as a when you're speaking factual level, you can select your own words, right? So even when you know less English or more English, you can select your words. तो इंग्लिश नहीं भी आती है तो आपको ये तो पता है कि कितनी बात करना है और किससे बात करना है, और इंग्लिश आती भी है तो भी आपको ये पता होना जरूरी है कि किससे कितनी बात करना है और कैसे बात करना है, राइट? सो बिकॉज व्हेन आप किसी प्रोफेशनल पर्सन से इम्प्रोफेशनल इंटरपर्सनल चैट पे आ जाते हो, इट बिकम्स इम्प्रोफेशनल. सो हैव टू मेंटेन दैट फैक्चुअल लेवल देयर. So power that you get, we can select our own words, our gestures, our facial expressions, tone of voice, secret hopes. You can keep it to yourself. You can keep it secret. Conflicts, like if you have some kind of problem to somebody in an organization, right? Maybe you don't like somebody's behavior on a personal level in an organization, bit among the colleague, which is very common. Colleagues ke beech mein thoda internal khitpit, so that is common, but it should not be overseen in the organization, right? Somebody said something about you in the organization, factual level, not an interpersonal level, because your friend won't do it, right? Interpersonal level. Now as a trainer or as a team leader, you should always understand what pattern your people follow. Know about another person's value, right? Let's say in my organization there are 3 people. First one, let's say Jaya, Rekha, Shushma, sabki pasand Nirma. So let's say Jaya, Rekha, Shushma. Jaya wants to have a morning shift, Rekha wants to have afternoon shift, and Sushma is comfortable in night shift. But Shushma is with my company from last 3 to 5 years, and Shushma says that now last year that I got married, my family is not allowing me for night shift, and also I don't wish to come. It's not about my family, this is my independent decision. I do not wish to come, or maybe I'm relocating, so my area is not safe, so I wish to change my timing from night shift to maybe evening shift or morning shift, right? Now because this employee has given you 3 to 5 years of their career, you cannot just throw them out, or you cannot just push them, because now they are your asset, right? They are your asset. So you have to respect another person's value. Also in relationships, if you want to be friends with somebody, you have to respect their values, right? Like for say example, I don't wish that people talk negative every time, so I don't like those kind of people, right? Those who always talk about negative and cringing, right? So my value is talk positive. So you always have to respect each other's value. Patterns of behavior. As a team leader, I need to identify pattern. This person is doing this kind of pattern from last 3 years, right? So if I need some kind of change, I can talk to the person. See, I have been recognizing that you are been following some kind of pattern in your working. So I wish if you could change that. Maybe a person who is so much productive but coming 10 minutes late every time in the office. So you can tell them only in that part that I have been observing that this is a pattern that you have created, that you are coming 10 minutes late every day. So I just wish that part if you could change and you could be punctual in the office, right? So you're not telling the person that you are not good enough, you're not productive, you're just focusing on that part. Also, it helps you to know the person more. Motives and vision. As a person who is, let's say, if I'm now this communication process, right, this communication workshop. Now let's say if I am telling somebody who is brilliant in communication and I'm telling the person, attend this workshop, the demand is fulfilled, the person's communication is brilliant, right? But the person who is looking to learn, the person who is learner, the person who's looking to improve, develop their skills, if I tell that person there is a workshop, they will attend it. Why? Because I know their motive and their vision. I know their motive is to learn, like you guys have the motive and vision clear, you want to learn and you want to make your communication better. So this is how you need to understand somebody's motive and vision. Then only you can work on you can know somebody below the iceberg. Look at the iceberg, understand their words in action. Now let's come to personal relationships, right? Let's say there is a person who is continuously saying that they are doing good, they are fine, but they are not. How to identify? Match word and action. If there is some sort of imbalance between their word and their action, you are missing something that you can bring. Now, why you need to learn all this thing? Because let's say if you are having a factual level communication with somebody, so you can decide what others are going to think about it, right? So I decide what I'm going to speak and I'm going to keep it straightforward. I'm going to keep it word to word. I'm not going to derive it through any emotional manner. I'm going to keep it word to word. I am going to keep it professional, and that is factual level. I decide what others think of me, right? Now, interpersonal level, both are formal, so don't hesitate to use this method in your organization. Interpersonal level, you decide that how you will be perceived and perceive others, right? That is, you will decide that how much you need to open up, how much you will open up, how much you will talk about your problems, your your struggle that you are facing in office. You will decide how much you want to open up. And what you need to do as a trainer, as a team leader, you want to go to that level. Just don't leave the person hanging in the problem. Ask them, what is your problem, what you've been going through. You can share with me, I am your team leader, please tell me your concern. I want to listen to your concern, right? Now, those of you who might not understand what is perceive, and so perceive means समझना. सो फैक्चुअल लेवल में आप क्या करते हो, आप ये डिसाइड करते हो कि दूसरे मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे. इंटरपर्सनल लेवल में आप ये डिसाइड करते हो कि मुझे कैसा समझा जाएगा और मैं दूसरों को कैसा समझूंगी, राइट? सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन फैक्चुअल लेवल and interpersonal level. Now, a very quick tip I will give you guys, and which is going to help you in your further communication. Please, my request, don't use it in a wrong manner to anybody. So if you want someone to admit something, start talking honestly about your own mistakes. This is a quote given by Michael Crognes, and there is a book as well of Michael Crognes which you can refer for communication topics. It's a brilliant book that I have read. So this quote says that if you want someone to admit something, or maybe their mistakes or anything, you start by talking honestly about your own mistakes. Why? Because it gives another person that comfort zone. Let's say if I say, I have been the biggest failure in my life. I did not used to speak English this much fluent. I was a kid who were facing a lot of confidence problem. I used to shiver when I went to stage. But now I'm better because I have learned all this on my own. You will feel comfortable to share your own fears because you know that I will understand, right? So whenever you want your customer, your employees, your your kids, your spouse, your friends, anybody, if you want somebody to admit something, you have to open your cards as well. It's always a two-way communication, right? So you always have to open your cards as well, right? So this is what we learned today. Quickly I'll give you a recap. We have like before 4:30 we have 5 minutes, and we you guys can ask me question after that, and then I'll tell you that how you guys can get connected with me and ask more question. So till now this is what we have learned, which you need to focus on. So I hope everybody, after this workshop, you are going to have better intercultural communication around the world with your digital campaigns, with your LinkedIn. Please use your LinkedIn IDs appropriately. Send requests to the people who are at the big designation, and you will see, and you will talk to them according to that. You have understood now the region wise, so talk to them, right? So it will help you to negotiate and sell your product effectively, right? So that is our major point here. Sell your product, sell your service, whatever you are selling. Everybody's selling something. Whatever you are selling, whatever you are trying to reciprocate, you can go by the region. Second was self-talk and judgmental model, right? So again, if whenever you are thinking that you are not doing something in a right manner, stop it, right? We discussed about the three general problem that we all majorly face while having this kind of conversation. That is generalization, rash conclusion, self-blame. Generalization is मुझे दो लोगों ने छोड़ दिया तो मुझे सब छोड़ के चले जाते हैं, यानी हर चीज में ये सोचना कि मेरे साथ तो ऐसा ही होता है, दैट इज रॉन्ग. सेकेंड इज रैश कंक्लूजन, दैट इज अगर किसी ने मुझे कॉल नहीं किया यानी वो लोग मुझे पसंद नहीं करते, राइट? डोंट मेक एनी रैश कंक्लूजन फॉर योर सेल्फ. रैश कंक्लूजन मीन्स किसी भी बात की जांच परख किए बिना तुरंत कंक्लूजन पे आ जाना कि ऐसा हुआ है तो ऐसे ही है, राइट? सेल्फ ब्लेम, खुद को ब्लेम करना किसी भी गलती के लिए. ऐसी सिचुएशन विच वाज नॉट इन योर हैंड, विच यू कैन नॉट कंट्रोल, जो आपके हाथ में नहीं थी, आप जिसे कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते थे, उसके लिए भी आप सोचते हो कि हाँ ये मेरी गलती है, ये मेरी गलती की वजह से हुआ है, राइट? सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट वी शुड नॉट डू. नाउ it is very difficult that we shouldn't do. So what we need to do, we need to break the pattern, right? So we will break the pattern, and then don't forget, talking to myself is the only way I can be sure of intelligent communication. And then the 6-word rule. For this, I really want you guys to go and search Livon's website, go and search Apple's website. If you guys are having any kind of digital media ad campaigns going on, if you guys are having any other kind of office work where you are playing with the words, if you're because now everything is virtual, so even in your emails, even if it's in your like report, email headlines, your resume headlines, whatever you are doing, if you can keep your words concised, if you can keep it less, try to keep it less, right? And how we can keep it less? We need to keep it stimulating. Means वर्ड सुनने में कम नहीं लगना चाहिए, वर्ड्स इफेक्टिव होने चाहिए, राइट? So stimulating, those of you might not understand what is stimulating, कि कुछ होना चाहिए, आपका जब मैसेज उस तरफ गया ना तो कुछ होना चाहिए, उधर उधर कुछ एक्शन होना चाहिए, that is called stimulating. लॉजिक ऑफ 140 कैरेक्टर्स ऑफ ट्वीट, राइट? सो अगर आप कुछ ट्वीट करते हो, आप कोई डिजिटल मीडिया एड कैंपेन डालते हो जो आप 6 वर्ड्स तक कंस्ट्रेंट रखते हो, ट्रस्ट में आपको ज्यादा अच्छा रिजल्ट मिलेगा. राइटिंग टूल है, हर चीज को आप नैरो डाउन नहीं कर सकते, हर चीज को आप पार डाउन नहीं कर सकते. सो इट इज अ राइटिंग टूल, यूज इट इन योर इंग्लिश. It is important, if your message is important, keep it short and sweet. right? And the last least, we learned iceberg model, which will help you for your better relationships professionally as well as personally, right? So if I want to see your weaknesses, I need to come up with my weaknesses. If I want somebody to say truth, I want to come up with my truth, right? Why it is important? Because everybody wants that people should love them. So if in your organization you want to be a people's man कौन होता है? People's man वो जिसके पास आप हर problem लेके जाते हो, right? I'm not talking about impressing people, I'm talking about relationship. If you are a salesperson, if you're a marketer, you need to have a very good relationship with your customer. If you are a teacher, if you're a trainer, then you should have a great relationship with your students, right? So relationship factual level pe bhi, and then relationship in interpersonal level as well. Both are very important. None is wrong. Both are very important, right? So in the factual level, that is when somebody says, how was your day? You just reply with, yeah, okay, the day was fine, right? So what else? If you want to get more than okay, then you need to connect with the person on interpersonal level, for which what you need to do, you need to know about their values, you need to know about their motives, visions, pattern of behaviors, and understand their words and action, right? Now we will take question and answer. Before that, I have a very small social media assignment for you guys. So if you have joined from your cell phone, you can click a screenshot, and you can just write it down somewhere. So social media assignment is, you have to just simply go to your story of Instagram or Facebook or maybe WhatsApp, and then answer this question: can you define your life in 6 words? What you need to do now, why this is an assignment? Because you need to tag us, Educate Consulting and Leapex Huma. That is like Educate Consulting and Leapex Huma, we are on Instagram. So you need to tag us answering this question: can you define your life in 6 words? For any further contact details, also my number and my email ID is mentioned there, so you can always connect. Or moreover, you are in contact with Shivangi ma'am, so you can connect with her as well. So yeah, this is all about today's topic. Now you can ask me all the questions that you have. Don't forget to complete your social media assignment.
Huma, there is a doubt by Neha Jaiswal ma'am.
Yes.
She's asking that I have one question. As we all know that in this pandemic situation, employer remove the employee and also have cut their salary. How can employee communicate effectively or express their problems according to this iceberg theory?
Right. Yes. So Neha, according to this iceberg theory, it matters a lot that what kind of connection or what kind of relationship you're having with your boss or trainer, whomsoever is your reporting person is. How you were connected with them when pandemic and lockdown was not there, right? Now let's say there are two kind of situation. First situation is they are cutting down the salary and everything is happening, and you're not bothered about it. Yeah, it's fine if they're cutting my salary, right? So that moment, if your relation is not good with your employer, what you will do is you will feel, क्या बोलूं, कैसे मैं अपना बात कन्वे करूं, कैसे मैं कन्वे करूं, right? I'll give you realistic situation. Just 3 situation. First, uh, your employer lays you off. That means your employer, you can say, fire you from the company, right? If in that situation, talk to the employer, and your first and foremost priority should be talking in factual manner. Why factual manner? Because if your employer is removing you from the company, you need to be aware about whether he is going to give your working certificate or not, that is your work experience certificate or not, when you are going to get it, right? If you have any kind of let's say advance salary deposited as a security, if you have that thing, when he or she is going to provide you that, right? So in this kind of situation, where without taking you in the concern, आपको ध्यान में रखे बिना employer removed you from the company. You have to be factual. So what you can do, simply open a notepad, write down the things you want from the employer, and make sure, because see, in this pandemic, if you are being laid off by the company, you actually can't do much, right? So make sure that at least you are getting what you deserve, that is your working certificate, your remaining salary, and everything, right? So make points, what facts you want to clear with your employer, and then make sure you are clearing all this part, right? So this is factual when the employer removes you from the company without your consideration. Second is, employer is paying me half money, right? Now in this situation, if my relationship is good with my employer, and if my relationship is not good with employer, both the situation does not matter. It is about your self earned money, this is ये आपकी कमाई है, आपकी मेहनत की कमाई है. So you need to have a talk with your employer in interpersonal manner. I'll take the slide there. Interpersonal level. Why? Because let's say you are staying out of Pune, right? And you have a rent to pay, you have your ration of monthly ration you have to pay. So it is going to be difficult for you to survive any other city, whether, like, I am from Pune, that's why I took consideration of Pune, any other city, Mumbai, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, all over India, from wherever you guys are, from different cities of India. So it is going to be difficult for you if you are not in your hometown. Trust me, it is going to be difficult. So what you can do, you have to go a bit interpersonal. Take your employer in confidence. Call the person and tell the concern that, yeah sir, everything is going perfect, or yes ma'am, everything is perfect, everything is going fine. I have a concern to share with you, right? Use the word I have a concern to share with you. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि आप मुझे मेरी सैलरी दे दो, एक चिंता की बात है जो मैं आपसे डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ, राइट? एंड देन टेल देम दैट दिस इज योर सिचुएशन, राइट? Now here this can end up in two result. That is, first, you can ask your full salary because you have an emergency, right? And second, you get a proper promise for them that they are going to pay you till you're working, whether it is half, right? So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए that they are paying you this month but they are not paying you next month, right? So you have to make sure that you are keeping things clear. So here what you are going to follow, you are going to follow interpersonal level, right? So these are the two situations that when the employer lays you off. So factual level, because अब interpersonal रखने के लिए कुछ बचा नहीं है, so you keep it factual, right? Interpersonal level, when you can say in very general language, in Hindi, आपको काम निकलवाना है कुछ, right? So you keep it interpersonal. You share your concern with them, you share your problem with them, and see what they can do for you, right? And the last one is that neither they are giving you salary, and nor they are letting you come to the company is closed, and neither they are giving you salary. In this manner you should talk factual, right? Why? You were the employee of the company, and company is supposed to take care of the employee is never supposed to take care of the company. Employee's role is to do their duty faithfully and give their more than 100%, right? So आपका काम है कि आपको कंपनी से काम मिलता है that Neha, you should do this project in 30 days, so you should do that. That is what proves that you are a good employee, right? In exchange of that, if you are staying with the company in their bad time, in exchange of that, company should support you. So this has happened with a lot of people कि लोगों को काम से निकाल दिया गया. I know a person who was like lockdown हुआ, and then just after a month they were thrown out of the company without any, and they were loyal people in the company. So you did your job, right? Now you should talk factual. That is, when I'm going to get my salary, when everything is going to, like, they might not have money right now, but whenever they will have, when I'm going to get my money, my salary, when I will get my experience certificate, when I will get my other documents. So it has to be factual. More and over, and in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that whenever company throws you out, or whenever a company gets shut down, not intentionally but because of the surrounding, make sure you are getting your salary and your papers are very important for your further experience, right? Your salary and your experience letter. Now when the employer is there, they are supporting you in this pandemic, but they're paying you less. So talk to them about your emergency. Don't fear. A lot of people have this fear ki अरे मैं phone करके क्या बोलूं, and what should I talk to this people, talk to my organization about this fact. So don't fear about that. Just few days back I received a call from a student, and he asked me that, ma'am, is it fine if I ask questions to my interviewer? It is fine. This is pandemic. Don't forget, this is pandemic. Whatever company you are connected with, or whatever company you are going to connect with in future, ask questions whatever you have in your mind. So whenever the company is paying you but half salary, show your concern that, sir or ma'am, I have concern. There is a like emergency in my family, and I need my full salary of this month, so please share it. And do not hesitate to call them. It is very important. If you have some kind of emergency, you can call them, right? A lot of people don't share their experiences because they're afraid. So don't be afraid, share with them. Yeah, so Neha, have I answered your question? Yes. Anybody else who has any question related to self-talk, not only professionally, but anything related to your self-talk? And make sure that you guys are doing this activity. So there are 16 people. Shivangi ma'am and I want all the 16 people to, you have to make sure that you are sending us these details. Yeah.
Anybody else, if you are having any doubt, you can clear it out.
Very one good point is quoted in the chat. I just saw the chat. So there is a very good point that is quoted in the chat box, that we are Indian and we are proud of our emotional language, whereas English is a uniform language. It is used in all over the world, right? So always make sure that because your customer likes to listen emotional approach, you're using your words in such a manner, right? So emotional does not, you watch English movie, right? Everybody watches English movie. Who doesn't? Everybody watches. Now we have Netflix. So Netflix, Prime Videos, everybody is watching some kind of streaming. Whenever you are watching English channel as well, they are communicating some kind of emotions to you as well, right? So it is not that if you do not have any let's say, if you do not you're not getting any vocabulary to reciprocate your emotion, so you cannot do that. You have to make sure that even if you do not have much of the words, you are using the words that you have already. जितनी इंग्लिश आती है उसको अच्छे से आप यूज करो. That is very important, right? Do not aim for the vocabulary. I teach level 1, level 2, level 3, like business English and normal English, and uh, your like intermediate English. So trust me guys, vocabulary is not that much important. Communication is very important. uh, there is one question or what, I guess. Company increases salary, hold कर दिए तो क्या करें मैम? इंक्रीज सैलरी अगर कंपनी होल्ड कर देते हैं तो क्या करें? Now see, even in my organization I used to observe people a lot. So there is one thing that I will tell you. Now, as I told Neha as well, कि अगर आपकी situation emergency वाली है, if your situation is of emergency, please go and ask your company for your salary, right? But if in case आपकी company भी genuine है और वो नहीं pay कर सकती, then as a professional you have to understand that company is not able to pay. We cannot, in this pandemic situation, we need to help each other. And if somebody says, a company, if you are employee of a small scale company or a big scale company, small scale means less than 50 people, big large scale means more than 500 people. So if they say that they don't have capacity to pay you, see if your company actually doesn't have the capacity to pay you. Equal pay is very important. Everybody is getting full salary and you are not getting full salary. That would be wrong. So always be in touch with your colleagues. They are very informative. Factual and interpersonal relationship. Have that factual relationship and interpersonal relationship, because the situation can go like that. The based on your work and based on your performance, this can happen. What I will suggest you, what my serious suggestion to you will be, do not lose your patience. Apna patience mat kho. Have patience. Ask the employer if they can give you the money because it is emergency. But because we are stuck in this pandemic, nobody got the business. किसी का कोई business नहीं हो रहा होगा, कि सबको कोई ना कोई loss हुआ होगा. So ask if they can do it. Otherwise, yes, we have to make peace with it, that yes, the company is going through some problem. Because it does not matter whatever you do, जब उनके पास पैसे ही नहीं है तो वो कहाँ से देंगे. So have an interpersonal relationship with your colleagues, they keep you updated, and have a factual relationship with your company, that actually they are not able to pay you, or it is just some kind of scam that they are doing. If actually they can't pay you, that we can't do much. Don't lose. If the company is not throwing you out of the company, so have that good relationship with your employee, your marketer, your employer, right? Connection is very important. So don't start saying bad things to your boss, or don't start bad mouthing the company. Have a proper relationship with your colleagues and your boss, because he or she in this bad situation did not throw you out of the company, right? That is worst. You're getting half salary, it is fine. It is not bad as compared to not having a job at all. uh, so yeah, Dakesh, I answered your question or not? Let me know, please. How can we give positive affirmation to ourselves even in this pandemic of time and when everything is going wrong around us? Yeah, this is very crucial and very difficult. So Mitali, it is very difficult to have when everything is around you is going wrong and still you have to think positive. So everybody says that motivation is important. Actually, self-talk is not motivation. It is mix of concentration and motivation. So you have to concentrate on your thoughts, right? Let's say if I'm talking to you guys, or maybe you are listening to me, we do not have any kind of other thoughts in our mind, negative thoughts, positive thoughts, nothing. We are just learning. I am speaking, you are learning, or you are asking question. So it's a mutual kind of feeling going on. So we do not have time to think something unconsciously, but when we are free, we are thinking. So concentration कहाँ करना है? कभी भी कोई नेगेटिव अफर्मेशन, पॉजिटिव अफर्मेशन पे ध्यान मत दो. अपने आप को फ्री छोड़ दो. I have mentioned in the slide as well that free yourself. Don't push yourself that I have to be positive, positive, positive. Free yourself, right? And you have to concentrate on your thoughts. That only when I am going to think negative, I will pause myself. Either don't think anything, अगर कुछ positive नहीं आ रहा है तो, or think something completely opposite to it. Like when you hear a problem and you are start having negative affirmation, take a pause and think that what can I do about it, right? If you can't do anything about it, sometimes some situations are out of our control, so leave it. If you can't do something about it, don't harm your, because in this pandemic, in this lockdown, everybody is free. And those who are working, like people like you, either they are attending workshops and they're working on self improvement, they're working on themselves, or maybe they are just not doing anything, because break is also very important. But the people who are completely free, what they are doing, they are making, they are bad mouthing people, they are making bad newses, and they are doing such things that harm somebody else's emotion. Now you can't do anything about such kind of people. If you want to do, you can educate, right? If you want to do something about it that which is you don't feel good in, you educate people. That will give you peace, trust me. That will give you peace. अगर आप किसी को बोल दोगे ऐसा नहीं करो, ऐसा अच्छा नहीं होता है, कोई नेगेटिव न्यूज आ रही है, आप उसको फॉरवर्ड मत करो. So you will feel calm, because from your side whatever you can do, you are doing. About everything is going all around you. So things, again, what can I do? Things that you can control, things that you can find solution of, find its solution. If you can't find its solution, then leave it to the rest, right? I'm not telling you guys to not to do anything about bad situation. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying don't let it get here. Once it's here, then it will start creating problem again, because once it gets here, it becomes interpersonal. अब बाहर की न्यूज है तो आप उसको फैक्चुअल पॉइंट पे रखो. डोंट लेट इट बिकम इंटरपर्सनल. कीप इट factual, right? So that formal and informal difference we have to understand. Also, there are some tips or tricks that you guys can follow to stay positive in this pandemic, or like this is now unlock time, but yeah, most of the people are still working from home. Some tips and tricks: you can always read a good book, right? So I keep on reading good books. So I have right now along with me as well. Read good books, write. I always motivate for people to write. You have some kind of anger, you have some kind of problem, you have some kind of things to share which you can't, write it. It will help you. It will also improve your English. Not to forget that writing also help your English. So write down your thoughts in English in your diary. So it will give you two ways. It will remove your negative thoughts, because whatever negative thought you had during the day, now you're putting it in a diary. And diary might sound very kiddish to people, but this is very effective. Also, writing improves your English, your written English. And when you're tackling with US or European people, clients, then you need to have proper written communication, right? So it improves your English, as well as it improves your mental health as well, right? Yeah. So have I answered, Mitali, your question or not? Let me know. Yes, so thank you so much, guys. I enjoyed thoroughly teaching you, and I hope we stay connected. Don't forget to do this task that I have given. Definitely last word will be by Shivangi ma'am only, and I hope she liked my presentation as well.
Yeah.
But don't forget.
Actually, I just want to tell you everyone that Huma is one of my students, right? And she has improved to such a great level that I am feeling like कि मुझसे अच्छी English बोल रही है. That's the feeling what I am getting into. So just be connected to her, and I'm sure you will have such a great communication like her. Thank you so much, Huma, for coming on my platform and giving such a great presentation. Proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I hope everybody very safe and happy journey ahead. So yeah, thank you so much for having me as well.
Thank you, Uma.